Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs. From a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas. We do glass with class.
Welcome to Closets Las Vegas, the city's premier custom closet and storage company. We provide complete storage solutions for all price ranges and projects, backed by our 20 years of experience. Whether it's a closet, pantry, garage storage, floor coatings, entertainment center, laundry room, home office, custom bookcases, and window coverings, Closets Las Vegas will give you the look and feel you want in your home. Please contact me, Pat, for your free consultation, and don't forget to ask about 0% financing for 18 months. I look forward to working with you.
Hi Chakits, I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time. So if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here. Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off, bank sessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com. Does your house look like and have you been considering remodeling your home for some time now? Well, if you love real estate like I do and appreciate the attention to detail in the craftsmanship required to build a remodel or a gorgeous home, then I got the perfect company for you. Guys, I highly recommend Design Zone Remodeling. They are a stellar company that will turn your outdated home into your own personal sanctuary. They specialize in bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and full house remodels. Design Zone Remodeling has a reputation for excellent workmanship, competitive fees, and being able to offer a wide range of services and deliver the outstanding results to their clients. I use Design Zone Remodeling on my personal properties. Give Design Zone Remodeling a call today at 725-223-0871 or visit their website at designzoneremodeling.com to request a free consultation today.
And welcome live to the LV Home Experts podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing and what's going on with the Las Vegas market. So today I have my very special guest, good friend of mine as well. She's been on the show twice already, and a lot of you guys do love her. She's also on social media. Her name is Kaori Nagao with Southern Bees. Southern Bees? I always keep making that mistake. I do apologize.
Okay.
But Kaori.
Yes.
How has things been for you
Great. Just staying cool in this triple-digit weather, right, Chakits?
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you that shirt right there is, I don't know, it's just popping
Yes.
on camera. This thing looks gorgeous on you.
Thank you.
Like, I should have wore something like just bright because I'm a bright color guy.
yeah, you like yellow.
Yeah, I like yellow. Just anything that's bright.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that is just me. That is my style. But yeah, that color suits you very well.
Thank
So
you.
I do like that. And so how was your, 4th of July?
Great.
What'd you guys end up doing?
Yeah, just stay local. We're right by, we're in Southern Highlands on the southwest side of town, so we were able to enjoy the fireworks from the M Resorts.
Okay.
How about you?
I think I went to go watch a movie
Okay.
with the wifey, had dinner. I just kind of went home, and that was pretty much it for me.
Nice.
I feel like 4th of July is not as big as New Year's.
Correct.
Well, New Year's is bigger here, right?
Oh, yeah, we have over 300,000
Yeah.
people on the strip.
Was there a lot of people on the strip?
There was, yeah. All
Yeah.
the pool parties were happening.
The only thing I did miss was the what is it called? The MSG,
MSG Sphere. Yes, let's
Yes.
talk about that. Oh, my gosh.
which is I seen a bunch of videos, and at first I was like, man, this is the stupidest thing ever. But after they had those LED lights going on
Yep.
and all the creative graphics,
Yes.
that was pretty cool.
It's really cool. And it just changed the, skyline of Las Vegas,
It
right?
really did. And what's crazy is like, it doesn't stand out, but as soon as they turn on those lights,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like literally the first thing you look at. You're like, oh my God, this is so
Yeah.
cool. I seen one was like a basketball.
Yes.
One was like the eyeball.
Yes.
One was like the earth,
Yes.
kind of like moving
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Really cool. Yeah, we're celebrating what's in town, right? So we
Yeah.
have the basketball because of the summer leagues here.
Yeah.
Are you going to go check out some of the games this week?
No, the answer is no. However, I was told that there is a bunch of athletes out here right now, right?
Yes.
A lot of basketball players.
Correct.
So what is it like? These guys are like just, what's the summer league like? What do they do?
Yeah,
I don't watch basketball, so I don't know.
Yeah, all the rookies are here. So
Okay.
they're playing, and there's a couple really big, really popular guys that are, playing. And I think I'm going to go check it out on Sunday, actually. Check out some
Oh,
of the
okay. So
games
where are these games held at?
at Thomas and Mack.
Okay, so what is it like? Rookies trying to get into the NBA, and this is where they scout them, or like what is it? What is that?
Yeah, they're already in NBA already,
Mm-hmm.
but these are the rookies, and obviously there's a lot of scouting and things that goes on as well.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of parties this weekend.
Yes,
Drop it like a rock star, right?
yes, that's
And
how we do it here.
earlier we were just talking about with your daughter Taylor Swift.
Yes,
I don't even know how that conversation came up, but I think you just asked me if I liked her.
I asked you because my daughter's a Swiftie,
Yeah.
and she was obviously here for Las Vegas, and she's doing the world tour.
Okay.
And just that conversation came up to see if you liked her music.
I thought you were gonna give me like some tickets or something.
Maybe.
So, and we also talked about where a story that I've heard is that people are actually getting the tickets and reselling the tickets for a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of always happens, right, in that ticketing industry. But, her tickets are very hard to get, and she's doing a world tour. So just to give you an example, like other markets in other cities, they're doing a lottery.
Yeah.
So you have to win the lottery to be able to purchase those tickets.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair because I remember a couple months ago with that Formula One, I think it was $1,000 a ticket or something like that. So Joey, he said, "Hey, do you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we're gonna get 8 tickets, okay? And basically, like he literally like registered online and was like first come first serve. And basically, we were at Panorama Towers. We were doing a deal, nice unit. We already sold it. It was like 1.4. I think it was like on the 28th floor. This thing was gorgeous.
Nice.
So, we're conducting business while he was upstairs. I'm looking around. We're just talking. He has his computer, and he's just sitting and just waiting for this thing to hit like 9 o'clock. I forget what time it was. So as soon as it hit like 9 o'clock, he hit the button. It was already done. It was gone. And I was like, wow, that's crazy how fast these tickets will go.
Yes.
And also talking about Formula One, they're actually, have you seen that construction right off there of like Harmon?
Yes.
And was it Harmon and what's that street? It's right off in the corner.
Polaris?
No, is it Polaris?
Yeah.
It's just right in the back of Top Golf.
Yep.
I can't believe how fast they are building that for the Formula One.
Yes.
is it a casino that they're building, or what is it, like a pit stop, or is it kind of like their main spot for the Formula Ones? I think that's where they're going to be working on the cars, right? And all
I
that
believe
stuff?
so. Yeah, I think it's a pit stop.
Now, the crazy thing about it is, I mean, this thing is just as huge as a casino, and I cannot believe how fast they are actually building this thing. They build it like faster than they can actually build a house, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it's in November, right? It's just around the corner, so they've got to get going, and they're repaving the strip too, and lots of construction going on.
But when are they supposed to be racing? November of this year, right, or next year?
This year.
I just don't understand how they're going to finish all that quick.
They're going to make it happen.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anything else being built or anything else going on here in Vegas? Some news you want to share?
Yeah, so just touching base on the MSG Sphere, because we talked on it, I think it's really important to know that U2 is opening this September. Very, very exciting. All the suites are being sold right now. All the tickets are being sold.
Yeah.
And what a world class to open up a beautiful venue like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. And then, yeah, for us, obviously, Formula One and then Super Bowl 2024.
Which is, maybe I should have got those licensing a long time ago, which is, I don't know why I didn't get it. I mean, I'm really not a football fan, even though I have a helmet here.
Yes.
But obviously, I got to support the cause. But I can tell you, watching football on TV versus watching it live is two completely different.
Very different.
Yes. And I tell you, if I got to watch football, I would rather go watch it live. Just the entertainment, people watching, the crowd is great. Vegas, man, the people out here, they're very supportive.
Yes.
And I was always like paranoid, and I heard stories about like, Raiders fan, they're crazy. But I don't know what it is about here, man. They are like crazy as far as like supporters.
Yeah.
But it's a like, hey, we take care of you type of crazy.
Yeah, hospitality,
Exactly,
right?
which is
That's what
crazy.
we're all about.
There's like so much going on in Las Vegas, and I think this is what attracts a lot of people to move on out here.
Yes, 100%.
And there's a lot of new acts coming out as far as new concerts, new comedians. Like we just talked about Taylor Swift. So I think that's really cool for the entertainment world out here.
100%.
And that's what draws a lot of people out here to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk to you about the housing market in a whole.
Yep.
What are you seeing right now?
Of course. So we're less than 2-month inventory, which makes it very hard for our buyers to find what they like.
Is that at a certain price point?
This is an overall general.
Okay.
This is general. Obviously, on the luxury market, over $1 million, we do have close to 7 months of inventory.
Now, would you say $1 million is now a luxury market? Because I feel like at $1 million, you can't get much nowadays for $1 million like you did before, like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. I think obviously things have been, we're getting more luxury products now, right? Which
Yeah.
we didn't have in, the last 5-6 years. I've been in the real estate market industry now for 4 years. So even
Yeah.
looking back 4 years ago, right? Median price point was in the $300,000.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with the median price of $300,000, anything over $1 million was luxury. And that was actually 10% of the market. But now I think you've got to look a little bit higher, definitely, in the $1.5 million and up.
So are you saying the market is like crazy busy right now? Because all I hear in the news is that housing market is going to tank and all that stuff.
No, it's not going to tank, as we know, because everybody has equity in their homes.
Yeah.
So we're not going to experience what we had in 2008. But basically, because of the low inventory, my buyers are struggling to find homes that they like, right? So
Yeah.
they're all on the sidelines. Even my cash buyers, in the luxury space, they've got money to go, but they just can't find the home that they're going to be, falling in love with. So now they've obviously, moving on to looking at like new construction space, and I'll be talking about that today. But even the new construction space, even the spec homes are being sold at a very fast pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you seeing like multiple offers? Like, what are you seeing out there?
Yes. So for all of my listings, we are already seeing multiple offers and above list purchase price.
That's funny that you said that because right now I'm working with a client. We're doing a 1031 exchange out in California, from California to here. We're going to defer the capital gains, and we're moving that money out here. And the stuff that we're looking at is about the 400 to 450 range. And I literally submitted an offer the other day. There was a home was listed for 370. It was a pretty good home. I think it was like 1,800 square feet in Mountain's Edge for 375. And I knew that this thing was undervalued, right? and I knew that the agent was not as experienced because I checked the MLS number. I'm like, yo, why is this thing listed so low? Like, this is really a great deal. I know the value of it, right? Come to find out, I was talking to the agent. Within 48 hours, he had 28 offers.
Yep.
And he said this thing went above like $30,000 of the original price. It seems like we're going back to the pandemic days.
Correct.
And even though interest rates are as high as they are, I have no clue like what is going on. It's almost like housing inventory is so low that the demand is so strong that people are willing to pay that 6.5% and just want to get into a house.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. The interest rates, obviously, we're going to get, maybe a couple more increases this year.
I mean, I thought we were going to get an increase the last one, but they paused it. We have another Fed funds meeting, which is I feel that they are going to increase it because the Fed's job is to really slow down inflation. I think inflation right now is at 4.5, I think it is. I'm not too sure because I haven't checked. So let me know in the comments below if you guys know exactly what the interest rates are right now.
Or the inflation rate.
Yeah, the inflation rate,
yep.
yeah. Because I want to know exactly what is going on. Now, I want to talk about Summerlin, right? Because that's the reason why I brought you on the show today. Kind of talk about Summerlin a little bit, like what's going on with the Summerlin area.
Yeah, love to. So yeah, just being a new construction expert here, the areas that we want to really focus on in talking today is Summerlin West as well as Summerlin South.
Okay, so what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to pull this up on the map real quick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So that way, our viewers can see exactly, what is going on. Let's see here. Okay, so where am I at here? Let's go to Las Vegas, okay? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. And let's just change this map because I just don't like the way it looks. Here we go. So first and foremost, this is the west side of the valley here.
Yes.
Here is the north, south, and the east. So Summerlin is on the west side of the valley, right?
Correct.
Which is one of the biggest master plan communities. And they have more than 122,000 residents right now, okay? Now, what is it about Summerlin that is so desirable?
Wow, there's so many reasons why it's desirable, Chakits. I mean, for starters, you have everything right by you in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
So starting with downtown Summerlin. It's an outdoor, indoor, multiplex, commercial, retail shopping. They even have nightlife and bars. You've got, the ballpark right there where our minor league aviators play.
Okay.
Have you been to an aviators game before?
No, but you're going to give me some tickets. Now,
yeah, let's go.
that being said, I want to show the viewers here, okay? So I'm going to say this is the heart of Summerlin, okay? The 215 and the 15, okay? Here, this is going to be South Summerlin, and here is the new side of Summerlin. We have Red Point and Red Point Square, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here's going to be kind of like majority of your shopping, but you talked about, all that shopping. So I want to show the viewers here. So just right along here, I believe we have Costco's somewhere. I think Costco's is right here,
Yep.
right?
That's right.
Then we have the casino right here.
Red Rock Casino.
Then we have our baseball field. Let me do a 3D so that way our viewers can really dive deep here. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, that's great.
That's probably better, huh?
Yep.
So we got the baseball field here.
Yes.
And you said the baseball field is, what's the name of the team here?
Aviators.
Aviators, which is, this is a minor league baseball team, correct? Okay.
But did you know that we have more attendance at the Aviators ballpark? They average actually over 7,500 people that attend these games, sometimes even more than a major league baseball games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, and it looks like they have a pool here too as well. Oh,
We
interesting.
do. So,
Oh.
it's Vegas, right? So we've got to have the pools. We've got to have the cabanas at a baseball field.
Now, another benefit here I just want to share with Summerlin is, what do we have here?
We have the City National Arena.
Okay.
This is where our champion, Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
They practice there, as well as they have, leagues for kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then also another thing that a lot of people like to do, especially living in Summerlin here, we have a outdoor, I don't want to say outlet because it's not an outlet. It's kind of like is it a mall? Is this
Shopping center.
Yeah, shopping center. It's not like a mall though, right? Just a bunch of stores, right?
Yeah, shopping center. It's anchored by two malls, like 2 department stores. We have
Yeah.
Macy's and Dillard's.
Okay.
Yep.
And then there's some office space here. But what's nice about this is that, during the warmer months, well, because right now it's just way too hot. Once it's around like 70 degrees, it's really nice to just walk up and down this strip here, look at some stores. They do have a lot of like different type of food groups that you can pick and choose from. So this is kind of like where you're probably going to be hanging out and kind of doing your shopping and all that good stuff, right?
Right. I do want to add they have farmers market on Saturdays, as well as they have like yoga on the lawn, that green area there.
Right here.
If you're a yogi like me and you want to do outdoor yoga, you could do that with your girlfriends there.
And I think they sell mostly like arts and crafts. And every now and then, I've already been to a couple car shows, and they'll have a bunch of car shows here. Now the farmer's market is going to be in here, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, which is I think it's really cool. And also, if you guys are planning on building a home with Taylor Morrison, their design studio is right up here too as well. So just fruit for thought. Now, I want to take a look at Summerlin. I'm going to kind of like pan out for just a little bit here, okay? So here, right, all this right here, I'm going to say it's a little bit older as far as like the year of the homes out here, right? Summerlin West. Like I said, all the newer stuff is going to be out here. So homes out here where they were probably built in the late 2000s, I would say.
Yep.
Right? But then if we start heading west on Charleston, right? This is what's nice about Summerlin. There's a couple things. You can come up here and you can hit the national park, which is, it's not that far. Nope. But this is the cool thing. As you can see here, this road, Charleston Road, right? Because this is a mountain. You can literally drive all the way around here, and now you're back on the southwest side where we have Enterprise, right? So this is kind of a cool loop and kind of like a shortcut, as you can say. And if you live in Summerlin, there are tons of trails. And if you are a cyclist, I see a lot of guys ride their bike all the way around here. This is a good way to run.
Yeah, mountain biking is huge.
Also, right down here, we do have a gun range too as well. And right about here, what we have is if you are into like flying, model planes, you can come out here, fly a plane. And there's a bunch of like mountain trails as well. And I see a lot of people ride their, I don't want to say dirt bikes, but mountain bikes. That's what it is. So there's tons of trails. Now, another thing that I do want to point out, and I know that I'm really selling you guys on Summerlin, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a Summerlin kind of guy, right? And the reason why is because that's just not my lifestyle. I don't live in that suburbs. I don't have any kids, so it just doesn't work for me. However, I heard that the school zones and all that are really great, and a lot of parents want to have the best for the kids, and that's, typically that's what happens, right? The value of a home also plays where the school lies as well.
100%. And, I help many families relocate here, and we talk about school options all the time. Summerlin has the most diverse options when it comes to schooling. So whether it's public, whether it's charter schools, whether it's a private school, they have the most number of private schools in Summerlin. So for those of you that are looking for education in the private sector, you want to definitely consider Summerlin as an option.
Okay, so let's pull up this community map real quick. Okay, let me try to get this out for you guys. And also, if you guys want this map, just go ahead and reach on out to us, and we will get you this map. Let me pull up this display real quick here. Move this to the side. So let's see here. So we have a few neighborhoods. So kind of break this down, how it works in the master plan community, because these are actually called a village, right?
Yes.
And each village will have a bunch of neighborhoods inside the village. So how many do we have here? We have 11 here. Then we have another, 18? How much do we have total? 22. So we literally have 22 villages, okay? Now, this is the 215 right here. Here's the cutoff for Summerlin. Now, there's also age-restricted homes here too as well. And they do have some brand new age-restricted. Now, I would say this is the heart of Summerlin right here. So I think the first thing that we really need to do is let's take a look at Summerlin South, right? So this is all this right here, the mesas, okay, and the cliffs. Now I'm going to pop this back up on the map view so that way you guys have a better understanding and where we are located. So as I zoom in here, this is all Summerlin right here. All this, Summerlin South, okay? So what is your thoughts about Summerlin South?
Well, for me, Summerlin South is basically the most prestigious of all of Summerlin. I mean,
really?
You've got the most expensive neighborhoods like the Summit, the Summit Club.
Okay.
That's where Mark Wahlberg bought, a few lots. Celine Leon used to live there. And then we have communities like the Ridges, which all the homes in the Ridges, including the townhomes, are starting at $2 million plus. Lots of full custom homes. And then we have communities like, and as you keep going north, you'll run into Red Rock Country Club. But Summit, the Ridges, obviously the Mesas. We've got the Mesa Ridge community. And all those homes are now reselling for $2 to $3 million.
That is unbelievable. Now, I want to give you guys the current stats, and this is just resale because resale is completely different from, buying a brand new home. There are some pros and cons between the both, and we can actually talk about that, Kaori. So if we take a look right now in Summerlin, right, and this is just a detached single-family residence, we have a total of 247 homes currently available. Now, believe it or not, that's not that much. But if we take a look at what is the median price point for a home right now in Summerlin, okay, it is $685,000 at $304 a square foot, with an average days in the market is 20 days, okay? You get about 2,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. However, if we take a look at the whole Las Vegas Valley in a whole, and I'm talking about Boulder City, the city of Las Vegas, city of North Las Vegas, unincorporated Las Vegas. If we take a look at this whole little crater that we live in, okay, the median price point for a single family residence right now is $450,000 at $245 a square foot. The average days on the market is actually 14 days. You get 1,900 square feet of a home, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So as you can see, this is literally what, like $215,000 more?
Yes.
Or yeah, it's a little bit more than that. I can't do my math, but you are literally paying $50 a square foot more to live in Summerlin.
Yes.
My question to you, okay, is why the hell would I move to Summerlin and pay this kind of money for pretty much for the same house? What is the benefit? What is the attraction?
It's all about lifestyle. It's all about the lifestyle and what's important for you. So, you talked about the family. I talked about the families relocating here. They obviously want to prioritize the school as a decision factor for them to purchase a home. And so you want to be close to that private school, the charter school, the public school that you choose for your children, right? And most of these schools happen to be in Summerlin because it's the most luxurious master plan community there. Now, lifestyle, if you are into outdoor and you want to be close to the Red Rock Mountains, like you said, mountain biking, hiking, if that's all important to you, you want to be close to that entrance of the Red Rock.
Well, Kaori, you know what? That was a lot of great information. So we are just done finishing up with our first half on the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back right after these commercial breaks.
Welcome to Closets Las Vegas, the city's premier custom closet and storage company. We provide complete storage solutions for all price ranges and projects, backed by our 20 years of experience. Whether it's a closet, pantry, garage storage, floor coatings, entertainment center, laundry room, home office, custom bookcases, and window coverings, Closets Las Vegas will give you the look and feel you want in your home. Please contact me, Pat, for your free consultation, and don't forget to ask about 0% financing for 18 months. I look forward to working with you.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs. From a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, winding closures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas. We do glass with class.
Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off, and possessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
All right, and welcome back live to the second half of the LB Home Experts podcast. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, my name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we were just talking with my good friend of mine regarding the homes out here in Summerlin and the master plan community. Her name is Kaori Nagao. How you doing?
Feeling great, thank you.
All right, I want to jump back into it because as we're talking, and we're having fun, believe it or not, time flies very quickly.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Summerlin. Okay, I want to move to Summerlin West, and I'm going to pop this up on the screen real quick so that way you guys can see exactly where we're at and what we are talking about. So, let me just zoom back out for all the new people that just tuned in. So if we take a look at this, here's the west side of the Las Vegas Valley. This is where Summerlin will be. Now they do have, they do have a new village that they're building here. You can see all this open dirt right here. So all this will get built. Now, right over here, we also have Reverence. Now Summerlin ends here on Cheyenne. Right now, Reverence is by Pulte Homes. This is a big master plan community, and it looks like from Lake Mead all the way to Far Hill, they're going to connect all this. Would you agree, Kaori?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of development taking place because every time I go there, they're constantly trenching. They're just roughing everything out. It's just crazy. Of how many homes that they are building out there. In addition to that, after this, where else are they going to build? Do they have any more land? Because I thought they only had about 6,000 acres left. I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's about 5,000 acres of land in Summerlin West, but that's all future development for the next 10 plus years for us.
Really?
Yeah.
You figure 5,000 square feet of land. Not 5,000, but 5,000 acres.
Right.
It doesn't seem that much, but I guess it really is.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And, just looking at some of these, master plan and, maps and everything, we've got so much infrastructure that's going to be developed in Summerlin West. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's so important for all of our buyers to take a look at Summerlin West and understand the future of Summerlin West. So, the Summerlin Parkway, it's going to expand further west.
Yeah. We're
going to have new schools, new elementary school, middle, and high school. We're also going to be building an urban core. It's new shopping center. Just similar like downtown Summerlin, it's going to be owned and operated by Howard Hughes. And then we're also going to have a grand park in the middle of that whole 5,000 acre of Summerlin West future development space.
Aren't they planning on or talking about opening up a production studio?
Yes, there were talks about that. We don't know the location yet, but thanks to people like Mark Wahlberg moving to Las Vegas, he wants to bring Hollywood here.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why you didn't call me Mark.
I know.
That's messed up, bro.
We did a YouTube short and a reel for shouting out for Mark Wahlberg when we were at the Ridges, right?
Look,
yeah,
I'm just your average person. I'm sure you want to see me win, all right? All these other luxury agents, they're balling already. They got their money. I'm just trying to get ahead. So, Mark, if you watching this, call me. I want to earn your business. So let's talk about Red Square, right?
Red Point?
Oh, Red Point, Red Square. Okay, let me pull this up here because there's some statistics that you have, but I also want to show the audience as well. This one is Red Point. Okay, let's see here what we have here, guys. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen or not. Here we go. So Let's talk about this. So Red Point looks like we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different communities, 5 different builders here. Walk us through this.
Yeah, absolutely. So Red Point is the first community that started building just north of Far Hills on the west side of the 215.
Okay.
So, as you can see, most of these developments have been, majority have been sold already. So we'll kind of take it line by line. And if you have any experience or storytelling for each builder or each community, Chakits, please feel free to chime in. But starting with the Savannah community by Taylor Morrison, this is already 90% sold. So they only have limited spec homes as well as some lots available to build. And a lot of these builders right now, Chakits, they're all moving forward with spec homes, right?
Yeah.
Because they want,
I'm sorry for the interruption.
No worries.
That was so rude of me. What is a spec home? I think the audience needs to know this. I think this is important.
Define. So spec home is short for speculation home. These are homes that the builders are building without a buyer already in mind. They're speculating all these popular floor plans and upgrades, including structural and design upgrades, that these future buyers would enjoy. And these spec homes are really great because these professionals are doing all these upgrades for us and interior design work for us. And this is mostly the most popular floor plan of that particular community. And it has a shorter build time. So right now, the build time for these homes are ranging from 6 months to 8 months. Some builders are 12 months. But these spec homes are further along. So maybe you could get a spec home that's going to close in the next 1 to 3 months. And when we're talking with our buyers that are relocating, for example, they have their timeline and they want to move into a newer home much quicker, and they don't have the flexibility to wait for a new construction home for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, but on a spec home, I don't get everything I want, though.
Well, it could be well, sometimes my buyers would be like, oh my gosh, this spec home has everything I want, right?
Yeah.
So it really depends on the preference. If you have a very specific upgrade you want that's not very popular or common, then yeah, you need to do the full build time. You need to go from scratch.
York, if you're watching this video, can you get me some water? Would you like something to drink?
I've got mine.
Oh, because I'm like
Stay
dying
hydrated, you guys.
I know. It's so hot out here.
Yeah.
Now, with the spec homes, are you seeing a discount on these things, or you're still paying full price? Can you give me a soda, please?
Yeah, great question, because, generally speaking, right, spec homes, these are more inventory homes, so builders want to move them faster, so you are seeing some sort of a discount or promotion or incentives. And I'm still seeing it right now, but the incentives are going lower and lower.
Like, what kind of incentives are you seeing?
So before, I saw incentives even up to 6%. Right? 6% of the base price, that percentage was able to be applied towards closing costs, which was around 2 to 3% if you're financing. And then the rest of that percentage, you could use it for interest buy down, which was great because obviously interests are really high right now. And we want people to have manageable monthly mortgage, right? But those incentives are now going down to the 2% to the 3% range.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I noticed you got builders out here like Richmond American Homes, Lennar, Woodside Homes, Toll Brothers, Tri-Point, right? KB Homes. That's just to name a few. Matter of fact, I just pretty much named them all. Which builder is giving the most incentives right now?
So right now, I think, Taylor Morrison is still offering the 3%.
Yeah.
And then 2%, depending on, again, if you're financing or cash.
Okay. I was like, York, throw it to me. Maybe that's not a good idea, because what happens if I get hit in the head with a Coke bottle?
You don't want that live.
Like live, yeah.
That's
like,
embarrassing.
Thank you, York. Appreciate you.
Thank you, York.
Just got knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me more.
Yeah, and then some, builders like Toll Brothers, for example, on their move-in ready homes, they have a set interest rate that they're advertising in the mid-5s, that if you want to lock down the contract and go under contract and close before the end of summer, which is August, then you could take advantage of this interest buy down promotion.
So you said a lot of these builders are doing the spec building. Is there any particular builder out there that will allow you to build from ground up?
Oh, there's still opportunities, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, majority they do. But just to give an example, like Woodside Home for their Obsidian community, they've spec'd out the whole community because it's just moving so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more efficient for the builder because pulling permits, you have to understand, these guys got to pull permits, they got to order the lumber.
Yes.
Sometimes with the supply chain, things could take a little bit longer to get. So by the time you try to go in there and try to start picking stuff, they're losing a couple months.
Yes.
So what the builders are now doing is they are going back to history to see exactly what the average consumer is picking. You know, what is the trend at that time? And that sales agent will go ahead and pick out those items and the floor plans that the normal consumer would actually pick. Right?
Exactly.
But I can tell you some of that stuff they picked, I'm like, dude, why would you put this? Those look ugly.
Sure.
Doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
But again, you kind of got to weigh your pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you may get 9 out of 10, but you're not going to get 10 out of 10. You may get 7 out of 10, but then you got the price that you want, you got the home that you want.
Exactly.
But a lot of that stuff is cosmetics, right? All right, tell me more about Red Point.
Yeah. So Red Point, you know, so we've got Taylor Morrison, we've got Toll Brothers, Tri Point, and then Lennar. So have you been to any of these communities or?
I filmed them all already.
Of course you filmed them all. Do you have a favorite or?
For me, I think I like Lennar.
Okay.
They do have the modern style homes now, the single story. However, it's so misleading because the models, right? They face like the Las Vegas skyline, but everything that's getting sold right now is like it backs up to a lot and you have like a retaining wall. So that's a downfall about it. However, if I can get something that faces the skyline, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and then lot premiums are like $200,000 on top.
Oh, it's a lot more than that. Even Pulte up there on what's the name of that community called Cameron or something? By Pulte Homes, they're building a lot of custom homes. Carmel Cliffs.
Carmel Cliffs, yes.
Some of those lot premiums are going for $400,000.
That's insane.
Yeah. And for me, if I'm paying $400,000 on a tract home, I don't know, but it is what it is. I mean, what do I know? I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, you know, there was a nice home by Christopher Homes, and they had the single stories up in McDonald Highlands. It was at $2 million, and I'm looking at this thing and like, who the hell would pay this? You know, McDonald Highlands for 1.2. Now things are going up there for 3.7.
Yes.
And I'm looking back and saying, you know what? I don't know why I didn't buy it. I mean, it's a great community overlooking the golf course, overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. I mean, you have a full, clubhouse, full amenities, guard gated, and that's where I made the mistake. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, real estate is always a long-term investment. It's going to continue to grow. So.
Do you think it's a long-term investment as far as making money, or is it because of inflation?
Long-term well, inflation does play a part, but real estate for me is a long-term investment, and it's going to continue to grow.
Okay.
Especially so with these new construction too. Like, how many more years of this new construction are we really going to have, right? So Summerlin West, there's going to be new construction for the next 10, 15 more years, right?
Yeah.
So if you're interested in a new home, jump on it, because once all this new construction in Summerlin West is done, then it's all going to be resale for Summerlin. So you could only imagine the more competition you're going to have when you're looking at resale homes. There's not going to be any more new homes, right? And then, Summerlin South, and we'll talk about that. But there's going to be a new community right by the Mesas and the Summit. Very ideal location. It's going to be a very luxurious community. And I think it's a home run for any buyers right now that's looking for that particular neighborhood. Right by Bishop Gorman. It's a private high school. That is going to be a great investment if you were to buy it when it first released, right? And then, obviously live in it, stay a few years, hold on to it, but it's going to continue to grow, because after that, there's going to be no more new construction in Summerlin South.
So it looks like for Red Point, which is the village, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 neighborhoods, and it looks like you can get anything from 1,900 square feet all the way up to 4,000 square feet.
Yes.
You got 4 different type of builders, single story, 2-story homes. A lot of this is 90% completed, right?
Yep.
It looks like only Lennar here, right, starting at 1.4 million.
Yes, this is the single story with the multi-gen. Great floor plan. But again, most of these lots don't have strip views anymore.
Yeah, so it seems like these things are getting filled up. However, I know that some of this pricing here is a little bit higher, but then we have Red Point Square.
Yes.
So if we take a look at Red Point Square, give me the rundown on Red Point Square.
So Red Point Square is a little more unique because you have a combination of townhomes and attached and detached products, right?
Yeah.
And obviously the square footage is a little bit less. So you're looking at 1,500 to about 2,200 square feet in size. And this is going to be right by the urban core, the shopping center. So for those of you that like the walkability, for some buyers that's really important for them, and the active lifestyle, this is a really nice village. It's very walkable to things. And for me, personally, I've actually sold over 10% of the Obsidian Woodside homes. So I'm very familiar with their 2-story, 3-story product. And believe it or not, originally when they, made those homes, they weren't really thinking about like a lot of older people to purchase those homes, but there's a lot of older, active lifestyle demographic that are purchasing those homes because those are the people that are mountain biking every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you from one of the viewers. Are a lot of people from California, right, making their way out here? And also, are they a bulk of your buyers?
I would say yes, absolutely. I focus on relocation, and most of my buyers are coming from California. Absolutely.
Now, is there any non-HOAs in Summerlin?
All of Summerlin is considered an HOA master plan community. You have a homeowners association, and sometimes you actually have two because you're going to be in a sub-gated community where you have two HOAs.
So you have a master and then you have a sub.
Correct.
Which is the master, I think it's $58 now.
Yeah, 55, 58.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think they bumped it up. And depending on which community you are in,
Yes.
say if you're in the Ridges, that's about like 300 and something. I forget what it was.
360. I think you quizzed me on that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, why can't the Las Vegas housing market stay fixed? That's what somebody's asking.
Why can't it stay fixed? Because obviously cost and inflation. I think the material cost is going to continue to go up like it has been. We're trying to control inflation, right? And that's why our interest rates are so much higher now. So hopefully that is, managed, and then we could get back to some fives eventually, maybe next year, early next year. But, real estate is going to continue to go up.
I've got a couple comments here that people from California, they said they can't wait to get out of the California to move to Hawaii. I mean, I'm sorry, to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
I was just thinking about Hawaii.
Yeah.
Somebody says I pay about $330 a month for my HOA right now in California.
Wow.
Now, that's probably like a condo or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, things are getting pretty pricey. Another thing I heard on the news, I think we need to bring this to a lot of people's attention, especially like in areas where climate, right, has been an impact to the United States, causing havoc. Basically, there's a lot of insurance companies now
Yes.
are increasing,
Yes.
right, their insurance.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you guys this, okay? If you guys are on the East Coast or you guys are near like tropical places, right, and you can be impacted by hurricanes, this is something that's going to play a crucial part. This is coming down the line, and I need you to be aware of this. I haven't done the full research on this, but I'm going to start researching on these things. There's not going to be enough money for insurance to cover all this based upon what's going on. So what's going to happen is, when your insurance starts to go high, just be aware. What's going to happen is people are going to start to migrate. They're going to look at their financial situation, and they're going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe now's the time to move. Where do we move? They're going to start looking at areas with climate, right? So here in Las Vegas, we don't have like tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, okay? The only thing we have here is a oven. That's all it is. It is hot as hell here. I don't know why you guys want to move out here. But other than that, it's just something to be on the lookout for. And this is what I'm starting to see now. And basically what I'm going to do is start to do the research on there. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you guys because I think this is like very important, right?
Absolutely.
Let me read a couple other comments here. I talked to my insurance broker last week. A lot of insurance are backing out of the market entirely. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Even like California right now, in certain areas, because there's so many like forest fires and all that stuff,
yeah.
The insurance is going higher. A lot of them are not even insuring in them, in certain places. So what they're doing is, hey, I'm actually selling. And the ones that are trying to sell, and when they go in and get insurance, they realize, hey, I can't even get insurance on here.
Yep.
Now they're stuck with the product.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying that insurance won't go up here,
Yep.
but I mean, look, if insurance goes up dramatically,
Yep.
let's just say another $1,000, $2,000, you can use that money elsewhere, right? Or if you can't
Absolutely.
even get insurance, then you're pretty much screwed, right?
Yeah, that's very difficult. And I'm helping a family relocate here from
Yeah.
northern San Diego, and that's where they have the wildfires.
Yeah.
So yeah, insurance is a huge thing because they want to sell and move here, but all these buyers that are making these offers, they're looking at the insurance prices and going, oh my gosh, I don't want to pay this much for insurance.
Now, is there anything else we need to talk about with Summerlin? I'm trying to see.
Yeah, so just definitely, I definitely want to mention, so the other two villages that's coming soon and like up and coming
Okay.
for new construction is Kestrel and Kestrel Commons.
Okay. Let
just
me
wanna
pull that up.
Definitely
Kestrel
mention that. Yeah,
and
so
Kestrel Commons.
so these are the communities off of the Lake Mead exit. So, you know, when you're coming from Far Hills.
Give me just a second. Let me pull this up. Okay. So we're coming off from Lake Mead. Here's Lake Mead.
Yes.
Okay. Then which way do we go?
Keep going west.
Up here?
And then go down, and all of that underneath you, on the south side, right
Oh,
there.
south side here?
Yeah, that's all Kestrel and Kestrel Commons.
Okay. So all this right here, and I also think what builder was out there? Pulte Homes.
Yes.
They got some 3 stories.
They do.
We did.
Blacktail.
Yeah, Blacktail. We did a lot of videos. They're actually pretty damn nice. I'm not gonna lie.
They're nice, yeah. Starting at $590,000.
590,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've got Crested Canyon.
All right, let's take a look at the statistics here. Here we go.
Perfect. Yeah, so you've got Crested Canyon by Taylor Morrison. I'm selling a lot of their spec homes, Chakits, and you know, the beauty, like, you know, obviously for us, right, as realtors, we have to have that great relationship with the sales agent there.
Yeah.
Because if there's a fallout, if there's a, you know, a mishap in the financing or whatever the situation is, and if there's a fallout in an escrow, and they know that we have buyers lined up, these salespeople will call us, and we'll get them right into a spec home. And in most cases, because it was a spec home, or maybe it was actually a brand new build, you never know, right? If it was a brand new build, the previous buyer had put in all the deposits for the upgrades. So
Which allows you to get a discount.
yeah, which we're getting it at a huge discount. So these are great opportunities that we're being able to sell, connect and get for our buyers.
And what kind of discount are you actually getting on top of the incentives that the builders are getting right now?
So we're, you know, I'm a big negotiator, so I always ask, and, you know, even at the purchase price, you know, whatever that amount is, we'll definitely request and go, you know, write an offer basically in an email format for something less. And I've been able to get easily 20, 30, sometimes even 40,000 off the list price.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty dramatic discount.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the closing cost really helps for our buyers, right? Because they don't have any upfront costs additional to pay that out of their pocket, especially if they're relocating here.
Typically, how much is closing costs?
So if you're financing 2 to 3%, if you're a cash buyer, 1%. Okay. Yeah.
And you mentioned that Toll Brothers, I think on their website, they are giving like 5% or something like that, right? As far as
5.58%, something like that, mid fives. You know, yeah.
Do you know if that's like based off your credit or is it like a guaranteed?
You just have to be obviously go through that pre-approval process, and of course, yeah, it's based on your credit, it's based on your financials, but it's great that these builders are offering interest buy downs so that it's going to make it affordable for these buyers.
I think that's how they are getting a lot of their business, and that has really helped them because on the resale side, I mean, it is cheaper, right, for a resale as far as like price per square foot, but the sellers won't do a buy down because it's very hot market right now. But on the new home sales, I feel like that's kind of like their incentives to really entice you in.
Yes.
Because if you went resale, you're going to pay that premium price as far as the interest rate because nobody's doing that buy down. However, if you do have a chunk of money, that's something that you need to be looking at. It's like sometimes it's not worth it to put down so much money because you're thinking you're saving money on a monthly payment versus, you know, strategizing and running the numbers, and you may be able to spend like, you know, $8,000 to do a, you know, 1 point buy down, whatever it is, and you're literally saving more money versus putting the money down for a lower monthly payment. So it's just something that you guys need to be aware of.
Yeah. One thing I want to add, you know, Chuck, is I had a buyer that was looking at a condo in that Chinatown area, and when we were talking with her lender, because obviously we wanted to add that seller credit for the buy down, I wanted to know how much that was going to be. Always ask your lender. Sometimes it might not be that buy two, 2-1 buy down scenario. Sometimes the permanent buy down is the same price. So why not get the permanent buy down instead of that 2-1 buy down?
Yeah, that never made any sense to me because you're putting yourself in a position where you don't know what's going to happen with the market and it could swing sideways and now you're stuck. Like, you know, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, it's, you know, better to probably just lock into your rate because you know what your monthly payments are going to be. However, even that you're locked into a monthly payment, that's not forever.
Right.
Okay. And the reason why is because a lot of people think like, oh, once I lock in the rate, I'm done. No. Every year, the county assesses your property. So property taxes can go up or come down, just depending on the market, okay? The insurance on your home can go up and down. So what happens is you may have to pay $10, $15, $20 more a month because these things are adjusted. However, your principal, right, obviously your interest payments will always be the same. It's just always the taxes and insurance. So it's just something that you guys need to be aware of, okay?
No, that's all great. That's all great tips, especially for first-time home buyers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we need to educate them, right? Because they don't know, and we need to go through their options and let them know and give them the, all the information they need to make their decision to see what's best for them.
Should we tell our audience, because we got 5 minutes left,
Okay.
The story about when you did a open house up in Summerlin, and it was through Taylor Morrison, right? And I think it was one of your clients you were doing an open house. And I'm sitting down talking to one of your clients.
Actually, Woodside. It was a Woodside home.
Woodside home?
Woodside home, yes, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you tell that story? I think you're a better storyteller than I am.
Am I?
Yes.
So I was hosting an open house for one of my investor clients that just closed on this Woodside home, Obsidian home.
Yeah.
Corner lot, beautiful home. And you came to do your walkthrough video you always do. I always invite Chakits for all of my listings to come check it out. And then my client happened to be there.
Yeah.
Who was a big fan of yours, and he subscribed to your channel and everything. He watches you. But he ended up working with me. And then you asked him why. You're like, why didn't you work with me, right? And I think, what was his reason? I think he said, because I'm Korean. Yeah, I'm Korean, and
I think that's what it was, and I go, I'm Asian too. You know that, right? And he goes, I didn't know that. But what's funny is we were sitting down, we're chopping it up. Me and him were just joking and having fun. And he goes, I follow you on YouTube and I watch all your videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool. And he was like, yeah, I just bought a house. I'm like, who'd you buy with? He goes, Kaori. I was like, you son of a bitch.
But the moral of the story, you guys, it's a win-win here.
Yeah.
I have my viewers watch Chakits videos. I'm sure that they reach out to Chakits too. And it's, we have such a great community here.
Yeah.
We obviously collaborate so much, and we empower each other, and we give access to each other with the listings. I think that's a beautiful thing. So again, I appreciate you having me here. And I know we ran out of time, but just want to make sure everybody knows that there are 2 communities that are opening in Summerlin South. The Ascension community. We're going to have Toll Brothers and Puti Homes. So if you're interested in that particular neighborhood, reach out to us and we'll give you more information.
Wow, you are very good at this. You know what? You might have to be a co-host of the show.
Wow.
We might have to have a co-host now.
Oh, boy.
But Kaori, hey, I just want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Real quick, guys, if you guys want to follow her, she's all over the internet. She's got her own YouTube channel. We'll have your embedded link in the description. Also, all her social media sites too as well. She's very heavy into Instagram, so check that out. Also, don't forget to check out the list of the standing inventory. We get the list like every other week, so I will also have that link as well. So if you guys want a list of the standing inventory, once you guys enter your information into that system, one of our agents is going to reach on out to you. Now, we literally have hundreds of homes as far as standing inventory. This is where you're going to get your most discount, right? However, we don't just send you that list anymore. The reason why is because you're going to be scrubbing through that list and you're going to realize, I don't even know how to look at this data, right? Or the data. So, again, we'll reach on out to you. We'll get you guys what you're looking for. Other than that, until next week, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Peace.